Hello guys, it's Gmax from Gmax Studios, and we are here for another amazing tutorial. Alright, today we are going to be looking at how we fixed this sky on this background. When we last posted this picture, we got a lot of requests concerning how this was done, and we deemed it fit to do a tutorial for that purpose. So today we are going to be looking at how we can place the sky or anything, leaves or whatsoever, on a seamless background and blend it so that it looks as natural as possible. Also going to be changing the color. Okay, this is like our before and our after. Before and after. So we are also going to be looking at how we can quickly grade. So we are going to do a quick grade for this image using our grade pack that we've created. It's more or less like a Photoshop file that comprises of different adjustment layers that can be manipulated to give you that perfect skin tone that you want, whether it's light skin or dark skin. So let's get straight into the world of Photoshop. Alright, today back to this. So we are going to just delete this layer here, and then we'll delete this grade because we'll have to bring it back, and then we'll just leave just our frequency separation, and then we leave our dodge and burn. We have this for our dodge and burn, and then we have this for our frequency separation. Now if you notice, I have my low frequency already duplicated. That was how I was able to work on my background and fix it up. This is like my raw, or this is my before frequency separation. So if you haven't seen a video on frequency separation that's using the mixer brush method that I love using, please do well to go to our channel and then check out the videos, and I believe it will help you. Alright, so we turn this on, and then we get back to trying to fix this background to look like what it should. So if you are wondering how we're able to fix this background to look this perfect, please let us know in the comment section below, and we'll do a tutorial regarding that. So back to how we will change this color. We are going to be looking at how we change this color right now before we now start bringing the sky. So I will first of all go to my adjustment layers down here, and then I'll click on it, and then I'll pick my selective. Now I will lay it in between where I have my subject and then where we have the background. Now I can just name this. Let's just name this. Since we already have background down, we'll just name it maybe background color. Alright, so back to selective. I'm using the coffee brown background. So for the selective, I can either use my red, or I will just go directly to my neutral. Now why I use my neutral is because neutral actually works with a lot of colors, and it can help you manipulate a lot of colors and change them evenly without having any issue. So I will use my neutral, and then I will move my neutral all the way to the plus, and then my magenta all the way to the minus, and then yellow I'll move it all the way to minus 100. Okay, we want to just have that beautiful. Right, so all the way to, let's take it back a bit. I want to get that sky blue, and then let's just take it here. So I've gotten what I want for my blue, and that thing is I want it to be a little bit darker so that we can lay more emphasis on the subject. So one way I can do is either I can just add a curve and just reduce the brightness on the background or the exposure on the background, or I can just quickly go to my selective, and then I will add to make it darker. Okay, so we've been able to make the background darker, and we have gotten what we want. Okay, secondly, for the pictures I posted, I actually didn't do this, but on the other hand, we can also create a reflection for this image, making it look as if he's sitting maybe close to water or something like that, so we get that beautiful reflection. So what we can do is quickly we'll duplicate this low frequency, and then I can leave the mask on, but I would want to apply the mask, so it is just him that is being selected at this point. Then I will click Ctrl T here, Control T for my feed transform, and then I will right click and I'll go to flip horizontal. So it has automatically turned him upside down. So what I'll try to do is I will bring it all the way down, yes. Now click my enter. Okay, I'm done with that, and I will now go to my blending option, and then I will look for a blend that will work. Okay, yes, screen is perfect. The screen is perfect. Then I will as well reduce my opacity a little bit. Yeah, okay. I think 50 is very okay. So that's a go. That's beautiful. All right, now the next thing I want to do is I will possibly want to go on the internet and maybe get any PNG that I intend to put on the background. So for me, I'm using the sky. I've already gone to the internet, got to my sky, and here it is. So all I'll just do is I'll just have to drag this sky and place it there. So let's take it off, and then we carry it to the side, and then we draw it. So you just hold on the sky, and then you draw it and drop on the image you're trying to work on. So let's just minimize this in case you need it later, but I don't think I will need it again. So then this one will be behind the subject. We want to increase it. So then I'll click my enter. Once I'm done with this, then I'll go over to my soft light. Just look for what works for you, but for me, I will go over to my soft light, and then voila, it has caused a blend, a direct blend on the background without doing much. But I'm not satisfied. I would also want it to come down a little bit here. So what I can do is I'll still duplicate this and then carry it all the way down. Then so we'll look for what we feel will be perfect for this place. Okay, yes, this is okay, and then we click the enter. And then also for this edges, so that it won't be too hard, you can also brush it off. You can brush these edges off. So let's, okay, we use black. Remember that black hides, white reveals. So we use black, and then we increase our brush to our flow to 100. Everything 100. We'll use the soft brush. And then over here too, we are going to mark this, and then we're going to still brush down here so that we'll just not see those hard edges. Okay, so I'll just add a bit of this. Yes. All right, so we can as well just reduce the opacity of this one. Let's just cause a little blend there. Okay, so back to this layer for the reflection. So let's just name it reflection. I can as well increase it a bit so that I get to see it. Now we have one quick hack that will be dropping soon. It's our secret grade, one of our secret grades that we'll be using, because why we actually created this grade to be using is because many a times we tend to have tons of pictures we need to work on, and then you just cannot be grading each of them every single time, and most of the times you want the grades for this picture to blend with this picture. So one way to do that is for you to just copy a grade and just paste. So all we'll do is, for us to be able to do that, is we are going to actually grade this picture in the shortest possible time by going to file. We're going to open, we're going to go and get the grade. So these are color grades. So these are loot. We have loot we've created, which will be up for sale soon, but for now it's still in progress. Then we have the dark skin grade. So because it's dark, we'll be working with the dark skin grade. All right, we just imported the dark skin grade, and if you notice here, it comes with even our logo. So that all we just do is once we import it, we get the grade, and then our logo is there, and then we just arrange it, and then we can now save it and export it. So what I could do is, now for this grid, I'll explain what it looks like. This is layers all combined to be able to give us that perfect grid that you would want to have on your image. And since we're working on a dark skin, that's how we choose to use this particular grid to work with. Okay, all right, so I will just quickly, these are not really important. The most important what you need is just the group over here. So once I do Ctrl C, so it copies the group for me, and then it would paste it. We'll do Ctrl V to paste. So once we paste it, you just want to open our grid and then check what is going on. Now I would quickly explain what this grid is and why we're having all of this. So let's just offer frequency separation so I will know that we're concentrating on the grid. So okay, we have this color grade here, and then still under this color grade we have the eyes and teeth whitening, which is the black and white. And if you notice, every other layers here are well arranged except for the white and teeth layers. So what I could do is I would quickly want to just take the effect off. That's, I'll select either all, Ctrl A, and then to select for me, and then I'll just do Ctrl, I'll just click backspace to delete that and keep it black, because this is for the eyes and teeth whitening. While I do my grade in between my, why I do my eyes and teeth whitening in between my color grades is because I want it to blend. I want the grade to be able to enter into the image and give me that result that I am looking for. Okay, so um from what you're seeing here, it is already looking perfect. So this is like before the grade, before and then after. And the best part of it is that you can manipulate everything here. This grade is non-destructing, unlike the loot that once you just merge all of this, it will just give you that particular grade that you want. But under this grade, you can also even get this chocolate fill too, which comes in as a color lookup, and the color lookup is on all the recent Photoshop that you will get, Photoshop series that you will get, which we are having the 4 colors, and this is the inbuilt color lookup for Photoshop. So if I want to have that very thick dark black, I can always off this. But if I would want to have a feel of the grade of that chocolate feel on my dark skin to make it glow, I want to add the color lookup, and then if it's looking too much, I can as well reduce it. You need to give me that, still give me that beautiful dark skin. And then if for the image it's looking too dark, maybe the kind of image you worked on, you can as well just add your curve. Yeah, is that not beautiful? That's beautiful. So lastly, we'll just quickly go over to the eyes and teeth whitening, and then we'll open this up, and then we'll just go over to the eyes. Now for the eyes and teeth whitening, we just have our hue and saturation, which the saturation is all the way down, photo filter, and then we have the curve. So all we do is, it has already been worked on to be able to give us a perfect look for the eyes, and then it can also still be manipulated if you want to, depending you know what you're doing. When the grade is out, we would surely do a full detailed tutorials on how to use it. So for those of us that have been having issues with our grade, here is a quick hack for you. Okay, So we can as well just come down here and then reduce this brightness if it's too much on the curve. So you see why I said it is non-destructive. You can always manipulate this grade to get the result that you want. So voila, so it's just made up of selective, black and white, nothing out of the ordinary, just what you normally would use, selective. And then all of these control one or two things on the skin, on the clothes and all. But this grade is a universal grade. It works on everything and anything. As far as you want to use it for a dark skin, it would always give you that result that you want. So if maybe for those of us that like maybe warm pictures, you could as well also just reduce the photo filter, which is using the cool filter. Or if you want it cooler, you can as well even increase it. So I like my pictures cool, and that's the way I work. So quickly we are done with how we can apply PNGs, JPEG files on our background and feather them for them to be able to blend with the background. And also a bonus, we did how we can get the reflection. So see the beautiful reflection on the floor. And then lastly, we looked at how we can quickly grade this image using our secret grade that will be dropping soon. Alright guys, so we have come to the end of today's tutorials. Like I said earlier, if you want to know how we fixed the background and made it this smooth, looking at it's a seamless background without all the ruptures that was in it, and any other manipulations you would want, you can let us know in the comment section below, and we would do well to do a video regards that. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you love this video, please do well to like, comment and share. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe to our channel because it helps us to do this free for everyone. Thank you. Stay creative.